The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, John Thornhill here. Welcome to this special presentation that we are running tonight. Before we go any further, please do let me know that you can hear me, and you should be looking at a screen that says we are about to show you how a 100% done for you solution plus AI can transform your online business, even if you've never created or sold anything online. So do please let me know, because I have had issues with questions for the last few weeks, basically saying responses. Yes, loud and clear, Dirk said. Fantastic. Hi, John and Randy, said Andy. Al, or I hope that's Al, hope I got your name right. Yes, yes, and yes, everything is good. Hello, Randy, let's just confirm we can also hear Randy.
Me.
Okay, we are all good. Right then, guys, so as you can see, we've got something quite exciting. We've been doing stuff with our coaching students, and they've been, we've been doing a lot of stuff with AI, and we had an idea about 3 weeks ago, and we thought, how can we take things to the next level for our members? And there is coaching students on this webinar. There is also ambassador members on this webinar, people on my ambassador program. But I also sent an email this morning to my subscribers as well. So we've got a bit of a mixture tonight, but I think everyone benefits. This is not just for coaching students. However, this is just for our audience, okay? So, you can only be on this webinar if you know me or Randy. So hopefully you know a little bit about us anyway. But let me just make sure that next slide is going to show. Yep, there we go. We want to tell you just a little brief history of our background, very, very brief. Now, I first got started online in 2004. And, as the years progress, as the years go on, I start to realize that we're getting old. But, I had some success online selling digital offers, first of all on eBay, and then took it from eBay to online. And by 2006, I left my soul-crushing day job where I was a human robot in the Nissan car plant, and then started making 6 figures per year. I still remember the date, June the 3rd, 2006. I say that on nearly every single webinar. And I started my first coaching program in 2008. And since then, I've helped over 3,000 others start or grow their online business. And as a direct result of what I've taught over the years, there is over $23 million in verifiable student results across multiple platforms. It's actually more. We've been using the figure 23 million for about 4 years. I just can't, it takes a lot of work out. But basically, I've been doing this for quite a long time. And obviously, way back when I met Randy, who was going to tell you a little bit about himself.
Yeah, and I thought that was, I thought last time we added it up, it was over 30 million. But
Yeah.
But yeah, I got my first computer in 2000. And the first thing I searched when I got a computer was, how can I make money with this thing? So luckily, and that got me hooked. And unfortunately, failing for 5 years till I met John. But yeah, my background, direct sales, which I then turned to. Direct sales is salesmanship in print, is copywriting. So naturally, I went online and did copywriting type things, sales training, and then got some coaching from John, and then ended up joining him, helping him out, and what have you, from 2008 with my areas of expertise till John learned all that from me. So that was no good. So I had to learn something new. So got stuck into AI. But that was a bit of a sideline, the AI, but it just took me deeper and deeper down the rabbit hole, and I started, got a few white label apps, and then started creating my own apps, and then started developing all sorts of applications and what have you. And I've been down that AI rabbit hole since back end of 22. But yes, we've both been full time for a long time now, John. Yeah. And the photos we've got are more up to date, but not as old as some we've still got on some other slides. We do need to update those. We are getting on.
Yes, that's a $1 fine. $1 fine if you leave your phone on. I think Randy owes me about $60 now over the years. But yeah, I mean, over 45 years combined. Again, that shows, our age, but it also shows our longevity. We've been doing this a long time. And ultimately you have to move with the times. Now, the fundamentals, you know, what I've been teaching over the years, which ultimately is product creation and launching products, that hasn't really changed, but how we do it has. And you've got to embrace AI. There's no choice, because love it or hate it, AI is here to stay. There's no getting away from that. I mean, you know, look at all the different networks that use AI. Even for anyone who's in the UK, Argos have a AI tool now. I can't remember it's a crazy name. You know, shopping websites have AI. You see it on the news, you see it on TV adverts. It's everywhere, and it's going absolutely nowhere. However, if we rewind back to 2022, when you know, that was around then AI was first starting to come onto the scene, Randy embraced it, and you know, he's been involved in the AI scene since it crashed. You know, he's been involved in it since around 2022, and he at first was saying, "John, you should see what this tool can do. You should see what this can do." And at first, I was like, "Oh, I'm not really interested, Randy." But as time went on, I started to realize, you know, this is something we can't get away from. And, you know, Randy became my go-to guy. If I had a question about anything to do with AI, I didn't really go to Google, or I didn't go on Facebook and ask people, you know, go on Facebook and ask a question. I went to Randy, because 99 times out of 100, he had the answer. You know, if I said, look, can AI help me with this, or can it help me with that? He would, usually he had an application, or if not, he developed an application. If we had an idea for something, you know, he said, how can we use AI to create, you know, whatever, to help us write copy or whatever? And Randy would go away and create it. So he's delivered every single time, from helping me create copy to writing a sequence of emails, even to creating software. And there was one particular time when I was having an issue with the code on one of my websites, and I have a programmer. And you know, I was just general chit chat with Randy. I said, I can't get my website to work. I've gone have to maybe wait a couple of days. The weekend's coming. My programmer's not around. He said, why don't you ask AI? And you know, we're talking about complex code on a website where I couldn't get something to work. Half an hour later, it was done. And I actually remember my girlfriend Nicola was sat next to me on the setting, and I said, "You won't believe what's happened here." And I was showing her what's happening. Well, obviously she didn't understand why I was excited, but that's how far AI has came now. You know, it can create graphics, it can create software applications, it can write code for your website, it can do all sorts. But if we go back, you know, Randy will be the first to put his hand up and say he struggles with, you know, normal tasks. For example, he's just been getting a brand new MacBook Air, and he's having issues with it because he's not techie. And he has to contact me and you know, say, look, why is this application not working the way it should, or why is that, what's happening here? And I usually know the answer, but because Randy struggles with regular tech, I believe strongly that that's why he got into AI the way he has. So, you know, he's very, very, very heavily involved in AI. And it's because of Randy we're here on this presentation. You know, so Randy's philosophy is, if you can't do it, try and get AI to do it for you. And this is where Randy excels, because AI is evolving at an incredible pace. And Randy is constantly contacting me saying, you should see this new tool, or you should see what's happened with ChatGPT, with the upgrade, etc., etc. He's on the cutting edge. Okay, and that's what I want you guys to understand. It's not just something Randy dabbles in, it's something it's involved in his life every single day. And you know,
It does seem to me that I literally, as you've just said that there, I was like, oh, I was just around my daughter's earlier. I was telling her about these two the two Korean guys, and the new voice thing that they've got. It's like competing with 11 Labs and everything, and they've had no funding and nothing, and I'm getting all excited and trying to show her it. I'm just sat there thinking, but yeah, I haven't got the new MacBook Air set up because John hasn't had the time, because we've both been so busy putting this up together that you haven't had the time to spend half a day helping me set up the computer.
Exactly. But I think
it does seem ridiculous.
I think
you know, not just you, it's a family thing. You know, if I've got a web page that needs sorting, who do I shout? Alex.
Yeah, my son. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we've all got different areas of expertise, but AI is prominent in our day-to-day activities. I mean, I use AI to help me put some of these slides together. I'm not going to deny that, you know. Obviously, we've got our input, we know what we're going to say, but we use AI. I use AI to write the daily emails. I used AI to help me with the copy on the registration page when you came to register for the webinar, you know, because it makes things so much easier. Now, what I don't do is I don't just, you know, I don't write a very, very simple prompt, copy, paste, and hit send when I write an email. I've trained AI. We'll talk more about training AI a little bit later. But Randy, he's always coming out with new apps and tools. He's always wanting to show me stuff. However, where we've been going for the last few months is GPTs. Okay, we'll explain what they are in a moment, but I mean, can I just ask, do you know what a GPT is? If you just say yes or no in chat, just get a feel of where people are at with this, because this seems to be the latest boom. I'm seeing them everywhere. I'm seeing a lot of big marketers and they'll create their own GPT. For example, I saw Frank Kern just the other day announcing a GPT. He's created what he was giving away for free. Of course, you had to opt in. I saw Mike Filsame doing it as well. I've seen the big marketers doing it. So Dirk's saying no. Eli's saying yes. Stuart's saying I have 62 of them. Oh, wow, wow, wow. So yeah, it seems to be a sort of mixture of no and yeses. So let's try and cover what is a GPT. And Randy, if you feel you need to jump in here, you know, feel free to do so. But a GPT ultimately is an AI-powered chatbot built using OpenAI's GPT, which stands for Generative Pre-trained Transformer. I actually only learned that yesterday, what it stood for. Technology.
On that, and I just prefer to just stick to GPT, because if I say that 3-word phrase, it stumbles out of my mouth.
Now, it's capable of understanding, responding, and generating content in natural human language. It can be customized for specific uses. For example, like customer support. You might train a GPT to run your support, or at least help with support. I'm sure you've gone to a website, or, you know, especially the big companies, they do, you know, they use them in a massive way now, where you've got to talk to a chatbot first. That's technically a GPT. And it can help with education or even content creation. It helps automate tasks, again, for example, support, streamline workflows. So it can help you by asking you a series of questions and then give you a workflow or an answer, and engage users in personalized interactions. And that's quite important as well. If you set up a GPT right, what you can do is set it up so it asks questions. So it might, let's say you wanted to use a GPT to help you select a niche. It might ask you
there, John, that interaction that you can have with it.
Yeah.
With other apps, it's like you press the button and say, do that.
Yeah.
And it does something. You know, and they're great, you know, because you can say quite complex things with a lot of the software apps that I've got. It's like, I want you to go to this page, I want you to read the page, I want you to come back, I want you to write half a dozen emails and some new sales copy and whatever. Push the button, it does it.
Yeah.
That's it. Whereas with the GPT, you can actually interact and you can go, well, I didn't like what you just said there, I wanted it a bit longer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, no problem, we'll make it a bit longer for you. Okay, but then I want to highlight this part. Okay, well, highlight, and it's that interaction that I love that you can do with a GPT.
Like you might have a GPT that would, for example, pick out your perfect audience or your perfect customer, and it'll ask you a series of questions like, you know, who's your target audience? What type of people you're trying to attract? What are they struggling with online? What are their goals and desires? And if you can feed a little bit of general information in, it'll give you the information you need. And the best way to explain it is it does it question by question rather than you trying to come up with a prompt. So I'm sure we're all familiar with prompts. When a GPT almost helps you create the perfect prompt, but it's easy to share and scale as digital products to generate leads and revenue. Now, the most important thing here is if you create your own GPTs, you can share them with other people. You can sell them to other people. You can use them to generate leads. You could create a squeeze page, you know, and then you can link from a Facebook ad. I've seen so many big marketers now using Facebook ads to take you to a page where they are offering a solution to a problem, and the tool that they're giving you is a GPT. Obviously, you have to enter your name and email to receive it, and then they can market to you and try and sell whatever it is they're trying to offer you. So the GT boom is transforming the digital space with custom AI assistants rapidly emerging across our niches, not just in our niche. You know, they're in countless niches online. It's not just about the internet marketing niche. Obviously, that's what we're focusing on because that's what we do. But it's literally booming all over the internet. They're helping creators automate tasks, helping them generate leads and open new income streams. This makes now the perfect time to tap into this fast growing AI opportunity. So what we're going to talk about now is ways to use a GPT. Okay, now I don't know if you want to talk about the just for yourself, Randy, because I think you mentioned about AI agents earlier, and you've actually created your own GPTs.
GPT, you get options as you finish the creation. And one option is only for me, and you tick that box, and then ChatGPT says, "Fine, we'll show nobody else this GPT. You can't share it with anybody. It's just for you from here on in." And in the training that we have for online success coaching, it's fairly early on in the training, one of the videos I show, and I give the documentation required and the bit of training to create your own AI agent GPT, which is basically a part of ChatGPT that learns your writing style. You feed it as much writing as you can that you've done, and it learns your writing style so it can then mimic you. So it can literally talk like you, write like you, act like you, and give answers like you would give. And I've got one, and I'll show you how to do your own. And that is a GPT that is just, you wouldn't share it, it's just for you. I find it very useful because if I've got a swipe email, I think, yeah, that's quite a good email. I still don't want to use it. And in the old days, excuse me, sorry, coughing there. In the old days, I would have then took that email and rewritten parts of it because I want that email to come from me. And sometimes there's just phrases and words you read and you go, I wouldn't say that, that's not me. So you rewrite the email and then you queue it up and put it out. Now, I could just paste that email into my agent and say, rewrite that in my style and tone. And boom, it gives me it rewritten like I would. And when I read it, I honestly believe I would have wrote that. So yeah, AI agent, if you're in online success code, if you're not, join. If you are in, that's early on in the training, and it's highly recommended to do because it is so useful for, saying, rewrite that like I would rewrite it, or shorten this and then, describe it to me the way I would describe it, or whatever you want to do, where you want it to be you, and it sounds like you. So that's an only me GPT.
Yeah. One just sorry, just to touch before you go to the next slide, Ronnie. One GPT I use for myself every day is a subject line generator. I literally get my GPT to write my email, but then I've got another GPT where I just literally paste the email and it'll give me 25 different subject lines. And I'll literally, and most of the time I'll come up with my own subject lines, but sometimes I'll look at it and say, oh wow, that's a good one, and it's helping me, and it's something I use every single day. So I'm becoming accustomed to using GPTs every day. Randy's been teaching this for the last 4 months to our coaching students and showing different GPTs he's created. So it's something that I believe everyone should be using to help you just with your day-to-day tasks online. So the next one is obviously, Randy, the GPT store.
Yep. GPT store. Now, this is the one that everybody goes mad for. Because OpenAI have GPTs, they also let people who create GPTs put them into the GPT store, which is just a massive online marketplace where you can go searching for a GPT that will do what you're searching for a GPT to do. Lots of creators put the GPTs into the store, and the benefit to the creator is, yes, you're giving your personally coded app, your piece of mini software, you're giving it away for free, but it's going into a massive marketplace that gets, what have they got now? 800 million users. And so you've got a lot of people going in there, looking at the GPTs, saying, that one sounds like it does what I want. They give it a try. And if you've got any sense, you'll put a call to action link at the end of the the end of the transaction, for the sake of a better word. So somebody will come along, use your GPT, say, write me an email or whatever it might be, write me a story, do whatever it is you do. The GPT will say, here's the output, done what you've asked. And you go, yeah, that's great. Or can you tweak that? And it's like, there it is, tweaked. Are you happy with that? Yes, I am. Smash it. And then if you want information about whatever, have a look at this link. It gives you that opportunity to put either a call to action to a squeeze page where you're building a list, or to an offer that you might have, or even one of the GPTs I did was telling children's stories, and I linked it to an affiliate link for a product that showed you how to then, if you've got children's stories, here's how you put them on Amazon and monetize it. And I made sales of that affiliate product because people used my GPT to create stories and then went, oh, what's that? Oh, I can put that story on Amazon. And then they click the link, buy the product, and I made some commissions. And so if you've got an offer that's directly related to the GPT, it's great. If you've got a squeeze page where you're going to give extra value, that's again tied in with what the GPT does, that's a great way to add people to your mailing list or just present an offer. So yeah, GPT store, just free traffic, and you can. And if we get time in the questions and answers at the end, John, I should have mentioned this earlier today when we were planning this lot. I've got some stats on some of my GPTs, one of which has been used more than 800 times.
Wow. Yeah.
So, I'm not saying that's 800 individual people. It might be, it's probably not, but it's still certainly going to be hundreds of individual people.
I think the point is, Randy, once you've created it and put it in the store, that's it. It's done. You move on to the next one, you know. And like I say, if you have the right sort of call to action, like Randy said there, you know how to create children's stories. If the GPT writes you a story, then it's saying, look, here's how you can put it on Amazon. Straight away, that user's going to be interested because it's congruent and it's targeted. So that's another way to do it. There's also another way, which is to share it. And that's via the anyone with the link feature, which Randy is going to talk about again.
Yeah, that's the one that I use a lot, where I will say, yes, I'll share it, but I'll share it with anyone with the link, which basically means you can't find it in the GPT store. It's not there for free. But if I give you the link to it, you can click that link and now it's there on your ChatGPT account and you can use it. That leaves me in full control of who gets to use it. So only the people that I've shared that link with are able to access it, which leads on to multiple options to benefit.
Yeah. And then obviously you can sell it. You don't just have to give your GPTs away. You can literally sell them. So you could create a sales page and sell access to your GPT. You could maybe even have a small bundle as an upsell. You know, someone gives you whatever, 10, 20, $30 for your GPT, and then you can upsell them more GPTs. And then obviously you deliver the GPT link and a user guide on your thank you page or inside your members area. So picture this. You create a GPT and you might create a simple web page and a simple video showing people how it works and how it can benefit that user. And you can say, look, if you want this GPT, click the link below to purchase it and you'll get instant access. Very, very, very powerful.
Yeah, some friends of mine are currently doing that, and they're charging anything from, they'll do some like very simple basic one for $27, and they'll do one that's a little bit more complex and will charge anything up to $97. Just for a single access to a single GPT.
Yeah.
And some of them then have upsells for hundreds of dollars, you know, with 3 or 4 more congruent GPTs that sort of lead on from the one they've got. So if you've got one that writes a report, you might then have one that will do your squeeze page copy, one that might do your video script. But yeah, selling them, lots of people are starting to, and again, this is quite early days. I've seen a few.
Yeah, very early.
It's not something where 4 out of the top 10 bestsellers are GPTs yet. So there's a few people starting to sneak in now selling the GPTs. So it's still early days. It's a sort of on the cusp of that boom.
I think, I think right now, if you think about the way AI has evolved, right now is one of the biggest opportunities for GPTs because, like Randy said, it's people are just starting to use them and sell them. You know, that's when, like Randy said, you go to the Warrior Plus top 10 or the JV Zoo top 10, and you're starting to see people selling GPTs, are creating sales pages, offers, and selling GPTs. But you can also use it as a lead magnet. As I said earlier, there's many, many big marketers now doing this, and I've seen them doing this. And that's, you know, if the likes of Frank Kern are doing it, you know it's going to be working, because Frank Kern, I'm sure everyone here has heard of Frank Kern. It's one of the big marketers I've looked up to over the last 20 years or so. He's heavily involved in AI, and just right now, he's running Facebook ads promoting a GPT that he's got. He's actually fully automating it. You leave a comment on his Facebook and it sends you it through Messenger. You know, very, very, very powerful stuff. So you can create a squeeze page to offer the GPT in for free in exchange for an email address. Again, when someone opts in to, you know, you've got a squeeze page, you should take them to, obviously, to their download link, but offer them something. This is something we've taught for years and years and years. That's that perfect opportunity to offer them something where they can invest some money, because when they click submit on your squeeze page, the next page you go to, it's real estate, what people can't avoid virtual real estate. So always try and make an offer if you can. So you could maybe offer a more powerful GPT or something that's congruent, that takes them, you know, it takes them further on their journey, let's say. And when they're using your GPT, as we said earlier, when they're actually using it, have the call to action there as well. So, you're collecting leads, and so you're building that email list, but hopefully you'll be able to generate revenue while you do it. So yeah,
You get that where you're monetizing your list build. It's like that little, I've forgotten what the fancy word is, that snake that eats itself. There's a somewhere, I can't remember what it's called. But you're basically monetizing your list building, so you're actually gaining subscribers and making money, so you can
At the
pay
same
for more adverts to gain more subscribers,
Exactly.
to make more money, to pay for more adverts to gain more subscribers.
Exactly. And you can use them for bonuses. So you could be promoting an affiliate offer. Anyone who knows me knows I'm heavily into offering bonuses when I promote offers, and GPTs are a great way to do it. Randy is offering a GPT as a bonus as we speak. Randy, I read your email today. You said, buy any offer this week and I'm going to give you this GPT. I've seen you doing it. And you told me a couple of weeks ago, or I actually read your email, you said, I had a fantastic response this week, I'm doing it again. So, you know,
Yeah.
Randy's created a GPT, and he's obviously mailing offers. He mails offers every single day to his subscribers, and he's saying, look, if you buy anything this week, send me your receipt, I'll give you the GPT as a bonus.
Yeah, and it was really popular that week.
Yeah.
Well, I did it with that GPT that you're aware of, John, the one that was named after Pokemon.
The prompt one, yeah, the prompt one.
I did it with that one, and that literally it added about $300 to my income that week.
Yeah.
You know, just from saying, I'll give you this GPT as a bonus for any purchase this week.
Yeah.
So I thought, yeah, I'll do it again this week.
You can create bundle offers. You know, there's not, again, if you, like Randy said earlier, there might be one about, you might write one that creates, for example, copy. You might have a bundle where it's creating a squeeze page, giving you an email, a video script, creating an email sentence. These can all be separate GPTs. And if you bundle them up into a package where it's literally going to solve one big issue or one big problem that people are having, or one big thing people need help with, you can package it up, and obviously then you can command a higher price. Now, one thing that is very, very important in all of this is everything is hosted and handled by OpenAI. So you don't have to have hosting. You don't have to take a file and upload it to your server. You know, you don't have to worry about your site going down. I mean, OpenAI is in the past, you know, when I was using ChatGPT, it would struggle sometimes, and it would say you'll have to come back. But that, I haven't seen that happen for a long time. Obviously, they're heavily investing in their resources, and they do everything for you. So once you've created it and you've got it online and you've got it in OpenAI, you don't have to worry about things like hosting, web domains, membership, you know, everything like that you don't have to worry about. So can you see how having your own custom GPTs can transform your online business? I'm hoping you guys can see this. Now,
just looking at the comments there, John, just to interject for a second. Stuart's putting together a sales page and he's offering 10 of his GPTs for $197.
Yeah.
He's just working out what to do as a front end offer. John Andrews is commenting saying he's got that Frank's GPT that you mentioned. Tracy, if you're still having connection issues, yes, we are recording. As always, we always hope that we're recording and nothing goes wrong, but you know.
Yeah. So
if it does go wrong, we will do it again.
What would you like to see? I just want to ask this question before we go on. Would you like to see one of these GPTs in action? We thought we'd show you one. We're going to show you a very, very simple one. So for anyone who doesn't know what a GPT is, we're going to literally walk you through one now. So let me see some comments. And yeah, I want to make sure you guys are with us. So yeah, Dirk is saying yes. There's always a delay. Yes, yes, Bob. Yes, yes. Okay, right then. So now we just took screenshots of this because we've done this in the past where we demo it and Randy hand over to Randy, hand back. But I think with this one, it's pretty straightforward. So hold on before we go. Yes, I would like to know what they are, John saying. Right then. So Randy, I'll let you take over on this one. I'll obviously control the slides.
Right. John's made me do this with screenshots because when I do it live, I get carried away, I get too enthusiastic, and I go on for hours. So we insisted we do screenshots to make it better. So in terms of what they are, you log into ChatGPT, and if you've got a link for a GPT, you click the link, and this is like if you clicked my logo design wizard link, John, this is what you would see.
Yeah.
So the screen down the left, there'd still be your menu items, but the screen itself comes up with, here's a logo design wizard by, and I don't know why, I don't know how it found out that on my driving license when I was a youth, paid silly money, and it's by Lord R. Smith. That's the only embarrassing thing about this. But logo design wizard get custom logo prompts for logos powered by ChatGPT 4.0 visuals. So all you have to do is pick a box and go, I'd like a logo, help me please. And what this is like a mini app that then goes, okay, and starts working through its programming. So it says, absolutely, love to help you design a logo. Let's start with the first question. What's the name of your brand? And you literally go through a series of questions and you've given your answers. Randy's apps. Great, thank you. Do you have a tagline? AI apps for marketers. Perfect. What industry? Online marketing with AI. Thanks. Can you describe what service you offer? Range of apps that helps marketers, etc. Excellent. What's your target audience? And then to the next screen, solo entrepreneurs, marketing agencies, small business owners. Got any preferred colors? I'd like shades of blue and white. And what style of logo? And for this, because it was just a test example, I put just give us a variety. Awesome. Thanks for the details. Here's your 3 custom logo prompts. And then it literally gives me a professionally written prompt that is going to be able to get me an image. Now, with these, we've got a modern and tech savvy, we've got a minimalist, professional, and we've got a creative and dynamic one. We can now literally copy the prompt and then go to ChatGPT 4.0's image tools, which is basically just open a new window, ChatGPT 4.0, and then you would type the word, create image, and then paste in the prompt, which I think we do on the next slide, John. So, sorry, image creation, and then paste in the prompt, a sweet modern logo for Randy's app, the bold sans serif incorporate a clean icon symbolizing AI automation, like a neural network node or stylized circuit, blah, 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 blah. Nothing that I would have thought of writing myself. So that's where the AI does its bit, is it's programmed to use the fancy language to give that proper description so that it can then say, okay, that's the description, here's what I've got from that. And the image it created. So that's the first image, Randy's apps, AI apps for marketers. And again, ChatGPT 4.0, literally a couple of weeks old. Before that, we were using DALL-E that could never get the words and the lettering right. Whereas 4.0 can spell, although I didn't like what it did with this.
Yeah, this one's a bit, yeah, this one's, yeah, I agree. But that's the thing as well. If you don't like it, you can say, I don't like that, change the color, do this, do that. You just tell it what you want.
Exactly. And the third one it gave us, which again, not too bad a one.
I like that one.
Marketers. I mean, look at that. Not a single spelling mistake, not a dodgy character at all. You know, so again, just image creation, and then paste in the prompt. And that's what it gives us. And then there was some that I did earlier, just to sort of show you a variety. I went for, again, Andy's apps. Now, with this, I took the same prompts to Canva just to see what difference that would be. The same prompts in Canva, again, this was before ChatGPT 4.0 could get the wording right, whereas Canva could then. Now ChatGPT can, so you keep it all in-house. But John doesn't like my design skills, and I
don't like all mine. Yeah, all mine. I'm the same. You know, I've always outsourced image creation. It's something I've always said over the years: get professional images created. But now you can do it yourself. You can do it yourself with AI.
So I went for the online success coaching color scheme of the orange and black, and said, "Well, show me some designs in orange and blacks." And that shows you some Randy Apps designs in orange and blacks. I was hoping to win John over and say, "Look, I can do designs now, John." And there's some more for online success coaching PLR, something we might be working on in the future. So we may well come back and say, yes, we'll keep the color scheme because it's related to online success, coaching and what have you. But yeah, we could use one of these or what have you. And again, it's all just, you know, you can see the prompt. These are the prompt outputs from the Logo Design Wizard. So that's one app. And I used the image one as the demonstration one because it's easy to see, and you don't want me reading a whole story or something that I've just had GPT create. We'd be here all night, and if it's a bedtime story, you might fall asleep, and we don't want that.
Yeah, but you know, Randy's created many GPTs. For example, ones that will help you write a blog post, one that will help you come up with the correct prompting. He's created so many apps. But yeah, like Randy said, we wanted to have something visual. Now, creating GPTs isn't easy. It's coming easy for Randy because he's been doing this now for 3 years, you know, and he's been involved in GPTs for a long time as well. But you know, just off the top of our heads, we got together and said, well, what if we wanted to create GPTs and we wanted to let other people use them? What do we need to do? And you've got to research the topic. You've got to master prompts. You've got to create copy. You've got to create the visuals. You've got to actually build the GPT, which is the hard part. You've got to make sure everything is spelled correctly, the grammar's right. So you've got to proofread it. You've got to create the license if you're letting other people use it, tell them what they can and can't do. You've got to create the user guide so people can know how to use it. You've got to create training if you want to show people in more detail how to use it. If you're selling it, you need to write a sales page and the copy, write email copy. And obviously you've got to test and tweak and test and tweak over and over and over again. But what if we could do it all for you? So do you guys want to see what we've got? Do you want to see what what we've been working on for the last few weeks, and literally what we've been working on since the turn of the year? And this is a culmination of what we've been doing with our coaching students and you know what we've got. So I want to see some yeah, just let me know if you want to see what we've got, guys, because this is very exciting what we're going to share here. Right, okay, yes, show me. Okay, right, so this is what we've got, guys. Okay, it's called the GPT Creator Club. And what the GPT Creator Club does for you is we're going to give you every month a custom GPT with white label rights. That means you can literally, you can do most of the only thing you can't do is pass on the rights, but you can do literally anything else you want with it. We'll talk more about that later, but there's literally no tech skills required because we walk you through everything that you need and everything you need to do. And these can be ready to launch. Well, we say immediately, maybe 20 minutes work, maybe 15, 20 minutes. We were talking about that earlier today as well. Now, this is what we're going to do for you, okay? Component number one is a custom GPT every month with white label rights. And this is fully customizable. So you can rebrand it, you can rename it, you can make it your own. And then obviously you get the white label rights, which lets you share it or sell it under your name. You can use it as a lead magnet to grow your list and attract your ideal audience. You can position yourself as an expert because believe me, if you're creating your own GPTs, you're seen as an expert because all of the big guys are doing it right now. And there's no prompting engineering required because it's pre-built and ready to go. And remember, you can add your own call to actions. You can change what it says. Literally, Randy walks you through it step by step. Each GPT that we give you has got its own individual training video where you just walk through about 15 minutes of video from Randy and you're good. You're ready to go. We're also going to give you sales page copy that's professionally written. So if you want to sell these, they're professionally written to grab attention and drive action. It's direct response style, optimized for conversions and sales. It's literally a plug and play format. You can drop it into your funnel and go live fast. It's going to save you hours of writing, editing, and second guessing your message, because we have made sure that the copy that we give you for these are super congruent, and it can help build trust and urgency and help turn visitors into paying customers. So as we said earlier, it's still early days for selling GPTs. Okay, it's still early days, but we're giving you the tools and the GPTs that you can personalize so you can literally sell them yourself. We're also going to give you a professionally written email sequence. These are done for you emails crafted to spark interest and drive clicks, professionally written by ourselves with persuasive audience focused messaging. It's going to save you time and effort, so there's no need to write a single word yourself. It's going to again build trust and excitement, warming up your audience for the offer. And it's going to work for any size list or whether you're just starting out, even if you don't have a list yet, because obviously you're going to start to build a list if you're giving the GPTs away. And once you've got that list and you want to offer them for sale, this is going to help you do that. On top of that, we're going to give you social media creatives. We call them social media creatives. It's basically platform ready content for X, LinkedIn, Facebook, literally any social media platform out there. So it's literally a call to action to get people to go and click the link and you know, either go and check out your GPT or opt in to access your GPT, whatever it is. Okay, professionally written to grab attention and drive engagement. Again, this is eliminating the guesswork, making promotion fast and easy. And it's engaging content that's going to ensure your posts stand out in busy feeds. This is going to give you consistent branding across platforms to strengthen your message. Component 5 is full training. We literally walk you through step by step everything you need to do to guide you through every feature. We're going to show you how to edit and personalize your GPT with ease, put your name on it, so it's you that's getting seen, or your brand, your call to action. We're going to show you how to maximize impact and engagement by using your GPT the smart way. It's perfect for beginners because there's no tech experience needed. As I said about
in the video, I walk you through,
Yeah.
show you my GPT screen, and I give you the copy and say, right, copy that, paste it there, copy that, paste it there. I mean, it's like you've got your own software business, and all you've got to do is watch a video with me saying, copy that and paste it in there. Tweak that bit, put your call to action in here, put that in there, paste this bit there, that bit there, then click here. Now you're done. There's your link.
Yeah.
I mean, your own software empire from just copying and pasting.
I'm sure we all know how to copy and paste as well. as well. This obviously this training is all available on demand in the members area, so you can learn at your own pace anytime. You don't have to turn up live on training sessions or anything like that. It's on demand. You know, you log in, the video is there for you to watch. We also give you a user guide template. Okay, this is for your users. Okay, so if you're giving away a GPT, you want to teach your users how to actually get the most from it. We give you a template again. You can add your name, you can add your call to action, you can put links to your offers, whatever it may be. Okay, these are professionally designed to look polished and trustworthy. Again, step-by-step instructions for your users. Boosts customer confidence and reduces support requests, because obviously if you can show your audience exactly how to get the most from a GPT, then there's less chance they're going to be asking you questions. Fully editable and brandable, so fits your business perfectly. Again, this is positioning you as a pro, delivering a complete high value product. So let me ask, you know, who is this for? What type of marketer or person would this sort of offer what we're doing suit? Well, first of all, it definitely 100% suits a beginner. Someone who's, you know, you want to offer high value digital products without hiring a developer or a product copywriter. You know, you don't have to worry about getting products online. Again, it's all hosted on OpenAI. You don't have to worry about, you know, things like creating, you know, web pages and things like that. Okay, that's to create the actual GPT. You don't have to worry about that. Obviously, digital product creators, if you're already creating digital products, this should really appeal to you, because it's giving you another bow in your arrow, so to speak, and basically you can expand your digital. Sorry?
You said bow in your arrow.
String in your bow, yeah.
How do we chatbot.
Something like that, yeah. Whatever. Coaches and consultants. You know, if you're already doing that sort of thing, again, this can help you. Marketers ready to embrace AI. This is a big one. I think a lot of people are still not really embracing AI. I was guilty of that myself up until about maybe 18 months ago. Then I really started to embrace AI. This is a perfect way to start embracing AI because you're gonna learn how you're gonna get your own GPTs that you can create yourself. Or you want a plug and play solution, something you can quickly action on and have ready to sell, to give away, whatever you want to do. You want fresh content monthly. Remember, we're going to give you one every single month, a brand new GPT, freshly created and ready to use. Even if you're a professional, even if you're earning six figures online, this should still appeal to you because again, it can help you create another income stream. Maybe you've struggled with AI in the past. Maybe like a few people on tonight didn't even know what a GPT was. Again, if you jump on this, you're going to see exactly how they work as you go through Randy's training. Focus-driven individuals, marketers who want fast results. The big one here, you want to take advantage of the GPT boom. It's still early days. It's still very early days, and you're going to see them everywhere. That I can guarantee. We're already starting to see them in a lot of places, but you're going to see them in more and more places. And ultimately, if you want a solid plan going forward. So remember, you're going to receive a custom GPT with white label rights each and every single month. So you can turn a few minutes of work into a long-term revenue stream. Something I've said many times over the years. You create something that's digital, whether it's something you give away, something you sell, you create it once, and then that's it, you're done. And it can generate revenue or leads over and over again for as long as you need, okay? I'm still generating income from stuff I created 15 years ago.
We'll say it fits with your old many streams make a river,
Exactly.
because you're getting one every month.
Exactly.
You stream with the S on the end, many streams. Every month you're getting a new potential lead stream, income stream, revenue stream, affiliate promotion stream.
Yeah, whatever you need. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's literally no limit on your profit potential. You know, you're literally only limited by your imagination. And again, hopefully we've gave you the ideas that you can already use these for. You can work whenever you want, from wherever you want. It's digital. It's a digital business. As long as you've got a computer and an internet connection, you can do this. Remember, every new GPT that you create grows your revenue and your freedom. You're going to have a thriving business that grows each and every month. Now, before we talk about the cost, okay? I went on Fiverr and I literally typed in custom GPT, and this is literally the first page. I took a screenshot, and this is what people are charging on Fiverr. Now, there's two things I want to point out here. This is the from price, okay? So, the top left corner there, from $195. So that the bare minimum service you'll get will cost you $195. This doesn't include things like the additional training, the sales copy, the email copy, the user guide, and all of the other stuff we include. This is just literally to get a custom GPT created. And you can see some of them are charging $850 to create a custom GPT. So because of that, we could easily charge $297 per GPT, which would mean we're charging $297 per month. But if you know us, you know that we won't be charging that. You know that. That's not what we're about. However, what we're going to show you, first of all, we're going to show you basically you can get in for a one-time fee. But you must bear in mind, this is brand new. We're just putting this out there. We are going to charge a recurring fee in the future. But right now, if you act right now, you can get in on the ground floor and get VIP access to the GPT Creator Club, should you choose, for a one-time payment and receive a custom GPT with white label rights each month for a single payment. Are you ready for this? Of just $297. And that's the link you need to go to, gptcreatorclub.com, where you can literally, you can get a recap. And now, just before you go there, we're offering permanent VIP access for a one-time payment of $297. You can go $37 per month ongoing. Personally, I wouldn't choose that option, but if you really wanted to. Now, what's going to happen is we are going to go recurring with the $297. We're going to do it annually. But if you come in right now, you're going to get in for a one time payment for permanent VIP access, which means there's nothing else to pay ever, and you're going to get those new GPTs every single month. And we're still not done, because if you act today, you also get the following special bonuses for free. We've got 3 fantastic bonuses here. First of all, we're going to give you 3 additional GPTs to use right away. So already in our members area, we've got 4 GPTs, not 1, but 4. So you're getting 3 additional GPTs to use right away. This can jumpstart your success because you've got an extra 3 GPTs you can use. Each GPT includes full white label rights, just like the monthly GPT. So you get all of the same rights, and you've got instant value to start generating leads or sales immediately. And it's perfect for testing different niches or audiences fast, because we've got 4 different topics. There's 4 different things these GPTs do. And obviously you've got no waiting for the next month for the second one and the third one. You get real usable tools from the moment you join. Very, very excited about that one. But what about this one? Randy has kindly offered, if you so desire, he'll give you a one-on-one strategy call. Okay, literally one-on-one, not group coaching or anything like that, where he will ask you about your business, ask you what you're doing, and you'll get personalized guidance tailored to your goals and experience level. He'll advise you what you should be doing with these GPTs. You get a clear action plan.
I mean, sorry, John, prime example, Dirk's question. Will it teach us how to build a GPT? Not in the members area, because we create them for you, but jump on a call, Dirk, and I can guide you through the sort of things that you'd need to learn and how to. I mean, obviously, by looking at enough of the GPTs, you'll see how I phrase things and word things, and you will learn some bits from that. And then I can explain why it's done that way. Things like the 8,000 token limit that a lot of people aren't aware of, we can talk about that and how to get over that by using the knowledge base. And, so there are things that I can definitely teach you one-on-one that aren't in the members area. So just to cover that one for you, Dirk. Sorry, John.
That's fine. So yeah, you're going to get a clear action plan to monetize your GPTs, get expert insights, just like Randy's gave us right there, to avoid common pitfalls and shortcuts. You can ask him anything and get real answers to your unique questions. And you can walk away with confidence, basically with quick wins and a plan of action that you can implement immediately. So that's bonus number 2, but let's move on to bonus number 3, which I believe is the best bonus. Okay. Imagine this. Imagine having a say in the GPTs we create. Basically, we are committed to creating GPTs every month, and believe me, we plan to do this for years to come. Your ideas are going to shape future releases. Submit your niche or topic or idea and see it brought to life by our team. Now, obviously, we can't guarantee that we will be able to do this, but what we are hoping to do is you'll give us an idea. We say, oh yes, let's run with that, and we will basically create a GPT tailored to your audience and business needs and put it in the members area. So you can stand out in your market with the tools that match your vision and become part of the process, not just a member. So, we are asking you to give us your ideas, and if we like what we hear, or what might happen is we might get 3 or 4 different people giving us ideas about the same area, the same niche, and obviously we will create those GPTs. And on top of that, we're going to back this up with a 14-day, no questions asked, money back guarantee. Okay, we believe in what we create, and we believe in, we'll take the risk, if you want to call it that. And there's no risk. We're selling this on ClickBank. If within 14 days you don't think this is for you, you can contact us, or you can literally contact ClickBank support and say, please refund me, and they will refund every single penny. And you can still keep anything you've downloaded, okay, just for giving it a try. So there might be people take advantage of this, that's just the way it is, but we strongly believe we created something special here, and we hope that you're going to stick with us and get those new GPTs every single month. Now, I can see we're getting tons of questions, and what I will do first, I'll go through the common questions first, and then on the last slide we'll answer questions. Okay. Excuse me. So why should I join now? Well, the simple answer is you're getting in on the ground floor. Okay. Well, literally, we've just launched this. We were literally still building out some of the members area today. And we've still got ideas to make things even better. But you're getting in for a single payment. If you choose the VIP option, you're getting in for one-time payment and there's nothing else to pay. Okay, so that's the biggest reason why you should join now. What type of GPTs will I receive? I don't know if you want to cover this, Randy, about some that's already in there and the plans going forward.
Yeah, do you know, I don't remember what's already in there, John. What was it? There's a load of design wizards in there. The accountability blogger that we showed off a few weeks ago to coaching students, which that one's got a JSON file with 365 stories, business, fables, folklore, all sorts. And what it does is it gives you an opportunity to create a blog post about being accountable on a program you're following. Doesn't necessarily have to be our program. But rather than just be boring, hello, I'm following this program, this is what I've done this week, it gives you a story that engages and hooks the reader in, and then says, just like that story, here's what I've accomplished this week, and then segues into, and here, just like that story, blah, 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 here's the link if you want to follow me and join me on this program. So that's accountability blogger. What else do we have in there? The children's story one, which you just give it a word or a topic or a phrase, or in my case, rainbow unicorn cats. And it creates children's stories, age appropriate for various different age groups, up to tweens. So from like 2 to 4 right through to 10 to 12. Depending on what age group you ask, the GPT knows that if it's a 2 to 4-year-old, it only wants to be a short story, 1 to 300 words. If it's a tween, you can get up to 1,500 words. The language might be a little bit more advanced, etc. We can have an image for that story. That's the one that I want, as I say, promoted. Now that you've got kids' stories written, do you want to put a book together and go Amazon and publish them? Follow this link. You could do the same. Or you could just do what I did and read them to my granddaughter. That was when we were staying up in your holiday home, John.
But yeah, I mean, the future plans are obviously it's going to be IM related. It's going to be the internet marketing niche. You know, we're not going to create, for example, a dog training GPT. I don't think there's any need for us to do that. But again, you can suggest the topics that you want us to cover. You know, yeah. So you know, Randy already knows with some of the ones he's created over the last few months what are more popular. Like the one he said where you know he's had 800 people use it. That's going to be there. You know, so that's the sort of thing we would create. Right, this is important. Okay, are there any further costs involved? We actually see this directly under the order buttons. You do need a GPT Plus account. Okay, that is a must, because a GPT free account won't let you edit the GPTs. You need a Plus account, which is $20.
As a free user, you can use a GPT provided by somebody else, but you cannot create a GPT at all.
Yeah.
So edit it. So you need a ChatGPT Plus account, which is $20 a month, but well worth it. Once you get into using ChatGPT, and again, jump on the call, and if you want some more, you know, or what can I do in general with ChatGPT, get on the call and ask me. Ask me on the support ticket. Yeah. You know, but yeah, once you get used to working with AI, $20 a month is really genuinely nothing.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, they're hosting all your creations for that, and you're going to get a new one every month. There's 4 in there now. You'll get a new one every month. They're going to be hosting all that for you, running all that so that your customers can use your GPTs without issue, without you worrying about, oh, what's my bandwidth limits and all the rest of it. None of that.
Yeah.
So, but yes, you do need that. Sold. I mean, thanks. So yeah, how long will it take? And that was the one where you were sat this morning, weren't you, John? What's it going to be then, Randy? A couple of hours or something? I'm like, no, John, literally, if they just copy and paste, they could literally create the thing in 20 odd minutes.
Yeah.
In some cases, that 20 odd minutes is me waffling on the video, just reminding you that you need a ChatGPT Plus account. So it's all done. And the videos are there literally just to show you what to copy and paste and where to put it when you copy and paste it and what button to click. So I couldn't make it any easier, honestly.
Yeah, minutes.
You're going to be absolutely blown away when you see how straightforward and simple it is. Obviously, it'll take a little longer if you want to get your sales copy, tweak it, personalize your emails a bit. stuff like that, and then put that online.
Yeah.
But yeah, the GPT itself, 20 minutes.
Everything is delivered in the members area. So we've got a password protected members area, and literally you just log in and everything is on one page right now. We do have plans to probably create a more detailed members area. Again, you're getting on the ground floor, remember. We do have plans to expand this if it's well received, which it looks like already it's getting well received. Because I'm seeing people joining. But yeah, everything's on one page. It's very, very simple. You log in, everything is there right in front of you. How exactly do I make money with this? As we explained earlier, you can use the GPT store, you can sell these, you can give them away, you can use them as lead magnets, you can use them as bonuses. There's a ton of different ways where you can make money with this. You're literally only limited by your imagination. So, because remember, you're creating literally a digital product of your own in minutes. And then you can take that product and use it as you see fit. Now, you might have ideas, you might want to use them as lead magnets. You might want to use them as bonuses, for example, if you're promoting affiliate offers. You might want to sell them. So there's multiple ways where you can make money with this.
People, John, that have got the GPT, seen what it does, and then they go and they talk to ChatGPT and say, this is what this GPT does. How would you do that if you were doing it the old-fashioned hard way? Could you do me a bit of a report on that? And then literally, it's like working the funnel in reverse. They'll create a report on how to do X, Y, Z, give that away as the lead magnet. And as soon as somebody buys downloads the report as a freebie, it's like, look, you can do all this the hard way. Here's the report, step by step. And then the last step is, or click here and buy this GPT and it'll do it for you in an instant.
Yeah, exactly. How does a guarantee work? It's very, very, very simple. 14 days, no questions asked. That's it. 14 days, no questions asked, and you can keep everything that you've downloaded. We won't hold that against you. Obviously, you won't be able to get the future GPTs we launch, but yeah, it's 14 days, no questions asked whatsoever. You can even go to direct to ClickBank. You don't have to come to us, long as it's within 14 days. How much help am I really going to get? That's one thing myself and Randy take great pride on, is the support we provide. Anyone who knows us knows we offer, one of the best supports out there. We are very, very responsive. We are very, very detailed. There's many times Randy said, come and jump on a call with me. I'll show you what to do, or we'll record videos if we need to. We're very, very support oriented. Okay, so whatever help you need, there's a link to the support desk in the members area. We even have live chats sometimes during the day active, so you can literally chat with us or one of our team and get you the help you need.
Team, it's a small team. We don't outsource.
No, we don't. It's all us. It's all in house. Yeah, everything is
family. Like John's son, John's brother-in-law,
and Randy.
I'm not family, am
I mean, what do I need to do next? You literally just go to gptcreatorclub.com and you can get started. Remember, the VIP offer we're doing right now gets you in permanently. We don't like using the word lifetime. It's a little bit frowned upon. ClickBank don't like us using the word lifetime, but we call it permanent. We've got no plans to shut this down in the near future. It'll be running hopefully for many, many years, and you only have to pay it one time if you come in right now and choose the VIP option. So that's the last slide there, guys. What I will do now, so anyway, actually, before we do that, I'm going to give you a quick final recap. You're going to get, remember, a custom GPT with white label rights to brand of your own every single month. It's going to be yours to brand how you see fit. Professionally written sales copy for each GPT. Professionally written, ready to send emails for each GPT. Social media creative, so you can promote your offers on social media for each GPT. Full training for each GPT to show you how to brand it as your own. As Randy said, 15 minutes, 20 minutes it'll take you to do it. Professionally designed user guide, that's fully brandable, that you can share with your buyers. You can put calls to action in there, links in there, and things like that. 3 additional GPTs with white label rights, full white label rights. So you're instantly getting access to 4 GPTs. The one-on-one strategy call with Randy, which I believe is literally worth the price of what we're charging for VIP. And bonus 3, your GPT idea is built by us. We will take your idea if we like it, and we will create GPTs with it. Obviously, all the support you need to make this work, backed by a 14-day, no questions asked, money-back guarantee, what we stand by, and the opportunity to get in for a one-time payment before it goes recurring. That's what we are offering you on this session tonight. So I'm going to briefly go through and see see Randy's answered a few. So Dirk asked, will it teach us how to build a GPT?
Don't like the new GoToWebinar getting rid of the question when I've answered it.
No,
I
it's
used to
not,
like it when they left the question in and you could see that I'd answered it, but when I answer them now, John, they just disappear.
not disappearing for me. Go to webinar lately. They're doing an update. They're trying to push this new version on you, and yeah, we've had it. Hopefully, it's been okay tonight. So obviously, Dirk asked, "Will it teach us?" But the answer is no. But Randy can. If you blah blah blah. Stuart's just saying good. Do you get this with the 37 monthly? Yeah, you get everything with the 37 monthly as well. But you're committing to $37 every single month. So obviously the 297, which will go annual, even that's a good deal. But I mean, work it out. What's it about 8 months? You know, you've covered it, and I think, you know, my maths. That's my quick maths. But you know, I think personally, it's a no-brainer to go for the VIP option. You do get everything though. If you want to come in for 37. Now, what we are going to do, mind, if you come in at 37 and you cancel, you can't come back in. So we're going to be quite strict on that, okay? And you're committing to staying in monthly. Yes, you can leave at any time, but what we don't want is people coming in after a few months.
But all John's saying is you can't.
Yeah,
Come and go, come and go, come and go.
you can't come and go, come and go. Yeah, we could spot that. So Bob's in. Am I locked in for a certain amount of months? Can I quit after 3 months? Joseph's asking, yeah, you can quit. Yeah, that's what we just said. You can quit. There's no commitment. And you know, you could technically come in right now for $37 and get everything we've talked about. Can I get this tomorrow? Is that possible? Yes. It's not. Yeah, we'll have this offer running for you know, for the near future. But we are going to go recurring on the VIP as well, on the 297. We are definitely going to be doing that. You know, right now, I mean, anyone who's on right now, you're the first to see this. We've literally just this is it. This is the first time people have seen it. Okay. Can we promote the GPT Creator Club? I'd love to have this as my back end offer in my product. Dirk, that is something, like I said, we are probably going to make it a standalone offer. Right now, it's tied into online success coaching. That's the ClickBank account I'm using. But what we are going to do is probably make this standalone. We'll have maybe a more detailed webinar. I mean, you know, we hope we've gave you guys value tonight, but we're going to create upsells and different things. So when we do that, then we'll probably open up an affiliate program. Okay. Joseph's asking how many upsells are involved. You'll find out if you invest. No, there's one. There is one upsell, but it's not needed. It's not needed. When someone asks, are there upsells? If you ever feel the need to ask that, the answer to that question is always yes, always. But it's not needed. It's got nothing. Yeah, it's just something we've thrown in there. So John's asking, I still don't fully understand. Will the website show me? I don't understand what I can sell with a GPT. Yes, Randy's training will walk you through everything. And if you're still not sure, John, what I would suggest is book a call, and Randy will walk you through everything you need to know. But ultimately, what you
John, it's a mini app.
Yeah.
And you're selling software, for want of a better word, but it's a little bit more complex because it's software that interacts. So although it's mini, it's better in that it interacts with the user because it runs on the ChatGPT platform.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's on a call. I could show you quite easily, and you'd fully understand as soon as you see one in action, and you know you have a go with yourself.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. I have saw a few people come in, and let me have a quick look again. We've got Tom, and we have got. I'm just trying to check on my phone. We've got Bob. We've got Tracy. We've got Philip. We've got. Hold on. We have got Rio. So yeah. Right, guys. So what's going to happen now? Okay. Again, this is not. We're going to have the replay up online hopefully tomorrow. If you come in late, you know, you want a recap, we'll try and get the replay online tomorrow morning. But ultimately, you know, the earlier you get in, remember, the sooner you get in, the sooner you've got access to these, the sooner you can get started. And remember, you're coming in on the ground floor here. We've just literally released this. We've just put the final touches into the members area today. There will probably be some changes made as time evolves. And, you know, Randy will probably add some extra training. We'll add some extra training. We might do some more live training for members. But ultimately, you're coming in on the ground floor. You're coming in on the, literally, as we've just announced this new offer. We're very, very excited about where we're going to go with this, because we literally had a discussion only 3 weeks ago about doing this. We had this sort of aha moment. You know, we were showing people GPTs, and we thought, hold on, can we let our users have them and use them for themselves? And that's when we decided to do this. Okay. I suppose there's one thing here, you know, we've took our 20 plus years each of experience in product creation and putting things together, and we've literally put this together. So there's still going to be additions made. Okay, so you know, when you come in, you're in on the ground floor, but just bear in mind, we've got no plans to, you know, there's not going to be something that's gone in 6 months. We're going to probably create a brand new members area, like a full-blown members area, affiliate program, everything. But you're coming in on the ground floor, you're getting in, you know, you're one of the first to see it ultimately.
Link is in chat, and it's also on the bottom of John's screen there.
Yeah.
gptclub.com.
Yeah, I bought gptcreatorclub.com, and it forwards to a longer URL, but obviously, always try and get a URL you can see it. gptcreatorclub.com. Okay, right then, guys, I'm going to end. I think I'll end it there. Let me just quickly check. Let me see if we've got any more. Mike's just came in as well. Now, judging by the attendee, we're on about maybe over 12% conversion. And what always happens with the webinar normally is after you've closed it down, you'll usually see more come in. So we're very, very happy. Thank you, guys. If you've got any questions as well, johnthornhill.com/support. That's, you know, just go to johnthornhill.com/support. Randy, I don't know if you want to quickly drop that in chat. If you've got any, yeah, or johnthornhillsupport.com. They'll both take you to the same place. You know, if you've got any questions after you know, you might disappear in 5 minutes. Oh, why didn't I ask that? You know, we'll definitely get those answered for you. We will get the replay online, hopefully in the next 24 hours, probably sooner. And I will be sending a mail out, but just keep an eye out for that. Also, the GoToWebinar, we'll send it through GoToWebinar as well. So yeah, hopefully we'll have that online. But if you've got any questions, do let us know. But again, hopefully you see the value in what we're offering, guys. I mean, I did consult with one marketer and told him about this, and he said, you're so undercutting this, you know, but we want to try and offer value. Yeah, few people. Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Joseph's asking, what's the replay and purchase it tomorrow? By all means, Joseph.
Yes.
We're not here pressuring anybody or saying the price is going up. John has said the 297 VIP will become a 297 annual, but that's not going to happen in the next few days.
No. All right then. Right then, guys, let me just quickly check. No more questions. Thank you for being here. I hope you got some value out of this, you know, no matter what you decide. But again, you're one of the first to see this. Hopefully you can see the value in what we're offering. You know, we've got GPTs already lined up to add. Obviously, we don't want to go crazy. This is just the start of the GPT Creator Club. So thank you, guys. Hopefully we'll see you. Sorry, Randy?
I'm looking forward to seeing what ideas these guys come
Yes.
to create.
Yeah. What is Dirk?
Like, this is a good one, this is a good one, this is a good one.
Yeah.
And then somebody will throw a curveball and go, can you get one to do so and so?
Yeah.
I had that a few weeks ago. There's a member in online success coaching says, oh, I actually do a lot on this private platform, and could you do one that did this, but then also did this and this and this? And I was like, well, tell me exactly what you want it to do. And she did, and I went away and I did one, and I gave her access and said, here, I won't mention it to anybody else yet, because I'm not familiar, but you tell me, is this? And she was like, that's bloody perfect. So I'm just waiting for some more feedback from that before I sort of say, here, let's put this one in.
Yeah, I'm glad. Dirk's asking a very, very good question, actually. If I try this for 37 and want to upgrade to VIP, is that possible? Yes, you can do that. I'm just thinking, I'm trying to think of ahead of how we would deal with that. Yeah, you would have to pay the 297 VIP though, but we might be able to do something where we take the 37 off, but that's when it gets a little bit complicated. But there's absolutely, yeah, you can absolutely do that if that's what you want to do. Chris is asking, where do I sign up? gptcreatorclub.com. Maybe I should have made that bottom bar a brighter color. We wanted to try and keep the black and white theme, but gptcreatorclub.com. Randy's already dropped that in chat. That's where you get started. So that's it, guys. Right, again, thank you for being here. Hopefully we're going to see you in the members area. Remember, any questions, let us know. And for the people who've joined, welcome to the GPT Creator Club. I can't wait to see what you're doing with this. And yeah, once again, thanks. We'll see you again soon.
Forward slash support if you've got questions, you want to book a call, to discuss it in more detail, anything like that, get on the support desk. So either go straight to gptcreatorclub.com, get your order in. As Dirk said, you could try it for $37. You could come back in a week's time and say, yeah, here's me $297. I'm in for life now. I don't have to pay annually. No, cool, sorted. Or get on the support desk, ask any questions you've got.
Brilliant. All right, guys, thank you. Hopefully we'll see you again. And hopefully we'll see you in the members area. And if not, we'll see you again very soon.
Bye for now, guys.